Hey guys, and welcome to part 2 of our interrupt guide. This video I just wanted to show you quickly how to interrupt every single behemoth that is interruptible. So to start out, let's actually look at the behemoth list and those that are interruptible and those that are not. So here's the list. Of these 20 behemoths that are in the game so far, these are the only ones that are interruptible. So let's get into it. I'll be showing you how to interrupt each behemoth with both Aether Strikers and Axe, which is the two weapons I mostly play. Gnasher's charge is a timing interrupt. You'll want to boop him right on the snoot. You can either hit his multi-charge or his single charge. Although his single charge is very hard to hit. Shrike's flight is a timing interrupt. You can technically hit Shrike anywhere to interrupt him. However, Shrike has been known to bug out on his interrupts quite a bit. Quillshot has a damage interrupt. When he is enraged and goes for a Quillshot barrage, if you hit a damage cap, he will fall to the ground. Keep in mind this is only when he's enraged. Embermane has a timing boop, of course. Learn this boop well and keep your party happy. Skraev actually has a very interesting boop. When he is on the ground is a damage boop, but when he is in the air, it is a timing boop. It's important to note that if you interrupt him in the air, he will stay on the ground for a longer period of time. Pangar's roll is a timing boop. He does have to be rolling for a little bit before you're able to interrupt him though. Stormclaw has a bunch of timing interrupts. They're all dashes, but they come at different times. One of them is when he's coming out of his portal. One is after he's finished making a fence. And one is after he shot electric ball. I'd like to note that you can send his orb back and send him to the ground. This is not technically an interrupt though. You just look like a boss. Skarn has both damage and timing interrupts. When he stands up, that is a damage interrupt. Keep in mind you do have to be hitting his belly to interrupt him here. When he starts spinning, that is a timing boop. Another part to note is you have to hit the rocks around him, not Skarn himself. Kharabak has a timing interrupt. He will only do it when he is in Aether mode. Koshai has both a timing and a damage interrupt. When he is jumping through the air, that is a timing boop. And when he goes up on his vine, that is a damage interrupt. Valomyr has the rarest interrupt of them all. Valomyr's interrupt is a damage interrupt, and he only does it while he is going into Aether mode. A good indicator of this is that the drones are in the air, and the orbs are going in both directions. Riftstalker has a timing interrupt. When he is coming out of his portals head first is the only time he's interruptible. Shrowd has a timing interrupt. Just like Shrike, he flies through the air. And this is only done in rage mode, also known as his darkness. Malkirion has both a damage interrupt and timing interrupts. When he is snacking on a player, that is a damage interrupt. And when he dashes through the air without his wing dragging, that is a timed interrupt.